in your cold war anymore. Oh no. But I have a feeling that we never really.
Yes, well, g'day folks. How you going? Well, thank you so much. Yes, great. Awesome. Nice to have you all here, folks. Well, the winner of the Fair Star 255 trillion points was Michael Ann. Welcome aboard, Michael Ann, number one in the chat. How you going today? Nice to have you here. I hope you had a pleasant rest. If not, you've been chatting all night and you're going to have a good rest afterwards. Followed very closely by the James L. Catanese. Good morning, sir. I've got some news for you. 4 days to go. Bit of chat going on between Michael Ann and James and everybody else in the chat. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Well, yes, we're talking about 4 more days. And we may or we may not, depending on how they feel, have some special guests come up on board. And they are going to talk about their first cruise as well later on. But in the meantime, we shall just go with what we've got right now. So Michael Ann is saying that she slept for a couple of hours and we'll catch a few more after. That is awesome. James, you're leaving today, my friend. Please do me the hugest favor. Drive carefully and please keep us posted. Well, if it isn't the Sir Eric B, welcome aboard, Eric. Nice to have you here on board. Well, mate, it is. You had the feeling. You've had the feeling. What's it like to go on your very first cruise? And added to that, we have a couple of people in the chat who are actually going to be leaving today. James is going to be taking his great big long trip all the way down to Tampa to go on a cruise. Now you'll say to me, what cruise are we talking about? And I need to keep you posted with the sort of cruise we're talking about. So hang on a minute, let me just get to it and we shall bring it up. But they are going to be enjoying the most amazing opportunity for a cruise. And hopefully one day they will pay it forward and spread the word to somebody else who may need to have a go. Here we go, folks. This is not the actual cruise itself. Well, let me get the actual cruise because I'm actually bringing up the wrong video. Hang on a second. Let me just go here, go there, and bring this one up because that's the one we want. This is the cruise that James and his lovely wife Cindy and Scott and his lovely wife Amber are going to go on in Tampa fairly soon. Here we go, folks. Hit it. Yes, well, what can I say, folks? It will be an amazing cruise to come. Now, I've noticed some other people come in there. James is saying good morning to Eric. We've got, the chat just jumped. There we go. We've got, g'day, Susan A. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Can't stay, just wanted to say g'day, love to you all. Thank you for the love and thanks for coming in. And we need more folks from Brizzy and so forth. So thank you for popping in, and please join us on Saturday at 2 p.m. Eric is saying that the cruise he went on was absolutely amazing. So there we go. Eric is saying to James, have the best time ever on the cruise. James is saying g'day to Susan. Susan A is listening. Can't read chat at the moment. Excuse me, Susan. By all means, listen in, and it will be awesome to have it to talk to you later on. Just have a listen. If you want to pop in from time to time, that's awesome. Susan saying good evening to from Australia to James. Yeah, so see, James, there's more than just one Aussie. Uh, there's two of us at least. Eric is saying good day to Michael and Suzanne. Susan A is saying beautiful. James, I have videos, might even go live, and bunch of pictures too. Mate, that'd be awesome. And it's a pleasure, Susan. Take care, and we shall see you hopefully Saturday Arvo at 2 p.m. Michael Ann is saying hello to Eric, and it was fun, wasn't it? And it sure was. James is saying thank you, Eric. And Suzanne A is saying have a great cruise. Yep. Suzanne, I don't know if you're aware, but these James Catanese and his lovely wife Cindy are the lucky recipients of a charity called Helping Hands for Cruising. This is one of their endorsed cruises. It's being put on by Fintastic Cruising, who are based in Tampa. The next one going out of Oz is January the 2nd, 2025, and we're sailing out of Sydney. So, Suzanne, if you want to actually get on board with us, we're sailing on the Celebrity Edge, going to the South Pacific. So there we go. It's going to be an awesome trip. And yep, sounds great. Well, just join us, come on board. At any rate, let's have a look. No idea how wonderful. Yep, absolutely. So let's see how we can travel. We can get more people on board, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. You know what? The beauty of this charity is that not only does it change the life of the people who are the recipients, but it also changes the life of the people who are assisting the recipients. Absolutely amazing. So without further ado, what I'm going to do is I am going to put up the initial video which talks about which talks about Helping Hands and what the charity is all about. So let me bring this video up, and here we go.
Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul? It's floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach. One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible with Helping Hands to help you get there. Even oceans are no obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be a notion that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
Well, what can I say, folks? Not only is the music great, but the concept is absolutely brilliant. I wonder who the guy was that thought of it. Um, James is saying, helping hands for cruising does change your life. It changed mine, like I said on Facebook yesterday. Thank you all. James, you know what? It's a pleasure, my friend. We know that you're going to have the cruise of a lifetime. You're going to have your eyes opened and your heart will just be full. So that'll be awesome. It is a dream come true. And to be honest, I'd like to thank FatMat Adventures for putting the music together and the video together. Go and share it, show him some love. Yes, Suzanne, it is a wow moment, a real wow moment, especially when we went on the inaugural cruise. It was absolutely unbelievable. The inaugural cruise was in October. It was on the Carnival Horizon. Yes, we spent a fortune trying to get across there, but yes, we went over to the U.S. We got on the Carnival Horizon and we went to the South Caribbean and changed 30 odd people's lives. Of those 30, one was the recipient. Amazing. From the one, all of the people who assisted and went on the cruise were changed. Suzanne, to answer your question, the idea of Helping Hands is it's a charity that has been set aside to help people who, for one reason or another, are incapable of going on a cruise. So, for example, if they were disabled, or better still, if they were the carer of somebody who was disabled and has been tied to that person for a number of years and has not had an opportunity to go and enjoy the cruise, well then Helping Hands would pay for them to have a cruise. And yes, the video was beautiful, just like the hearts of the people. It is absolutely an absolute stunner. And all I can say is when everybody came back, everybody knew exactly why they were on that cruise. So yes, it was absolutely amazing. And look, it's growing from strength to strength. The inaugural cruise was in October. We had one recipient. The next cruise is going to be 4 days' time. And there will be 2 sets of recipients. So James and his wife Cindy and Scott and his wife Amber will be on the cruise. Now, to give you an example, James is in a wheelchair, and Scott and Amber, no, they're not in a wheelchair, but Scott and Amber put their heart and soul, their home out to help somebody. And took care of that somebody and have been tied down, not being able to enjoy a cruise, and so they got one. So that's the way the cookie crumbles. So there we go. Yes, it is just amazing. It is unbelievable. So, Suzanne, I take it you're in Brizzy. So it's nice to have another Aussie on board. Usually there's a couple or so, a couple from Sydney, a couple from Tasmania, and every now and then we get a Queenslander on board. So we're just looking forward to having a lot more Aussies come on board, because it will certainly make a change. James, this is to you, my friend. Have an amazing and a magical journey, and I know you will. Just be safe. Just be safe. And I will suggest, James, Meg has been empowered by me to take care of you. So you do everything that she tells you to do, and don't question. Because if she's got any questions, she'll ask me if she doesn't know the answer. And I will then assist her with those answers. Hot and muggy in Brizzy at the moment. Yep, we've had a nice cool day today. We've had 19 degrees today. It's currently 15 with 55% humidity. So there we go. James is saying the hardest day be last day, saying goodbye to everyone, be teardroppers. Mate, yes it will be, but you know what the good news is? The good news is these people become lifelong friends. You know, so everybody on our cruise, we still keep in touch. Mark Elena saying, yes, James, that was the worst part of the trip. But you know what? Like I say, we got to know each other over the 7 days. And the key thing is the fact that we got to know each other means that we will be able to get to grow and have long-term friendships. And we know that once that is over and the next time there's a cruise somewhere or next time anybody needs any help, those people will be there like a shot to render assistance. And that's what we've found has been the best thing to come out of that. Michael Ann says she made so many close friends on that cruise. Yep. Hope we were one of them. But it was great to see you there. Michael Ann said she was good until she hugged Ilana and Sean goodbye. And then the tears started. I don't know whether the tears for me were tears of sadness. I think it was tears of joy to get rid of me. But the ones for Ilana, I understand those were tears of sadness. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm only joking. But at the end of the day, folks, it's awesome, you know, making friends for life. Now, Suzanne, answer a question for me if you don't mind. Are you a cruiser? Have you cruised before? And if so, what ships have you cruised on? And where have you gone? What have you done? From our point of view, the Carnival Horizon was our third official cruise. We had booked another couple in between, and those ones in between, unfortunately, the pandemic closed down for us. So we've actually been on 3 official cruises, and we have a 4th one booked coming up in a matter of days as well. 20 days will be on our next cruise, and that will be on the Grand Princess. So that'll be an exciting one. And the next cruise after that will be in January of 2025 on the Celebrity Edge. Michael Ann is saying Sean and Ilana are awesome friends. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate that. But we feel that we're only awesome friends because you guys are awesome friends back. So there we go. If you're interested, look at Helping Hands for Cruising Facebook page. And then please donate. Helping Hands can only get people on board cruise ships if people keep on donating. So please donate. And that should by rights get a couple more people on board a cruise ship. So there we go. Awesome. What can I say? And giving a heads up of what's going on right now in terms of shipping. How's the shipping going? We know that some ships went out of Melbourne and Sydney today. So let's have a look. Right now we're looking at Victorian ports. And of the 8th today, so the Pacific Explorer came and went today, as well as the Grand Princess, that came and went. The Nordam comes in tomorrow as well, and then, on Friday we get the Seabourn Sojourn to come in on Friday. So that's what's coming in out of Sydney, out of Melbourne. Out of Sydney, we've got, let me see, March the 8th. The Seabourn Odyssey came and is leaving tomorrow. The Celebrity Eclipse comes in on Friday and leaves on Friday as well. So not much is happening out of Sydney at this particular point in time. Queen Mary comes in on Saturday and leaves Saturday. Oh, they're in for a long... They come in at 6 a.m. on Saturday and they leave at midnight on Saturday as well. So that's huge. And then, of course, we've got the Ovation of the Seas coming in at 6:30 on the 11th, so on Saturday as well. and leaving at 6:45 on Saturday. So Sydney's going to be quite busy. They'll have the Nordam there as well at 7, going out at 6:30. So it looks like there'll be a couple of ships, one at Circular Quay and a couple will be down round the White Bay area. So that's going to be an amazing trip. Michael Ann says, actually, they're extended family now. So thank you very much, Michael Ann. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate it. James is saying, Cindy's up. Thinks she'll be excited. We pull away today. Mate, if she's not excited, then she and I need to have a chat, that young Cindy of yours. Michael Ann's saying she may be a wee excited, just a little. Well, I'll tell you when she actually gets excited is when she goes into the port, has a look, and there's the ship waiting. Just waiting. Just a wee bit. Yeah, just waiting. I can remember Michael Ann. Well, was she excited when she saw the cruise ship? Suzanne is saying no, never in her life. She's 56 this year, was married young and divorced young, but have 5 adult children and 5 grandchildren that she adores. Being a young mum, only by car and plane and interstate only. Well, Suzanne, you might want to look at a cruise. Come and join us in January of 2025. And if you're interested, talk to me later and we can see how we can do this. Michael Ann, just wait until you see the ship. Yep. Sean, she's been yelling, jumping up and down. Are we there yet? She'll be doing a lot of that in the car, my friend. Michael Ann is saying to Suzanne, just went on her first cruise at 59. Suzanne has never holidayed on a cruise ship. That is something only to dream about. Well, Suzanne, let me tell you something. Doing a holiday on a cruise ship is an amazing experience. And let me tell you why. Because it is the most cost-effective way to travel. Let me explain it to you this way. Your cruise fare not only includes your cabin, because basically you're in a hotel on the ocean. Not only does it include your cabin, it includes your foods, it includes your entertainment, it includes your travel. You have as much fun as you like on board the ship. You wake up the next morning and you're in a different location. Absolutely unbelievable. I can only say that it is the best holiday one can ever have. I mean, if you think about it, let's say you go to Bali. Not only are you going to pay for the flight over to Bali, you've got to pay for the hotel, then you've got to pay for your food, then you've got to pay for all the entertainment you have. Here, you get on board a ship, you pay once, you unpack your suitcase, and away you go. You have fun. Now, the cruise we're doing in 2025 is going to go for 14 nights. So we're going to be sailing from Sydney, not Brizzy, unfortunately, from Sydney to Noumea. Then from Noumea, we're going to Suva in Fiji, 2 stops in Fiji, and then going off to Vanuatu. We're going to Mystery Island and Vila, and then back into Sydney. What a way to travel. 14 nights, 15 days. Suzanne goes, oh, wow, yes. And Stream Elements is saying, we'd like to thank all of you who donated to Helping Hands for Cruising. Please continue to give so that we can have more recipients joining us on our next cruise. And yes, it was, oh, wow, having a 59-year-old on her first cruise. Well, can I let you guys into a little secret? Do I have your permission? Well, I'm going to do it anyway. In 20 days, my sister and I, and my wife, Ilana, my sister and I, we're going to be taking my parents, or our parents, on their very first cruise on the Grand Princess. Now, Dad's 86 and Mum is 83. And they're going on their first cruise. So come on down. Join us, Suzanne, you can. James is saying that he and Sundi are 68. This is his first one. Oh, wow. I've always wanted to go on a cruise. That sounds fantastic. Yes. 2 years to prepare. Yes. Talk to me, Suzanne. We'll get you sorted. Um, it's it gives you 2 years to save up and get yourself organized and prepared. Now, by the way, anybody who's sailing out of Australia currently, and we don't know what's going to happen in 2 years, but currently, if you're from the other side of the pond, you will need to have what we call the ETA. You'll need to have a visa to come on in. For guys living in Brizzy, you don't need a visa to go to Sydney. No, but anybody who's cruising right now to go on board a ship, you need to have a negative test. So, and we're hoping that we will get rid of that by the time we go on our group cruise. But right now, anybody who's going on a cruise will need to have a negative test. So we need a negative test here for our trip on the Grand Princess in 20 days. So there we go. Yes, Suzanne, it is so lovely. James is saying, Sean, I want to see videos now on your cruise. Mate, don't you worry. Not only are you going to get videos from us, we're going to be videoing even my parents and the family, and we're just going to have a ball. I know that we're going to have Jonesy, who lives in Tasmania. He's coming with us on board the cruise. And I'm not sure, but I believe we will have David Burgess and his lovely wife Sue coming with us on board ship. I'm hoping that's the case. I'm hoping. But at any rate, you go on a cruise, you're going to have fun. So let me just, well, I'll have to edit it a bit. But I'll just go in and I will show you some stuff. Because what we need to do is we're going to show you what we're looking forward to in January of 2025. So let's get this up and running, and here we go. Yes, folks, that's the group cruise. That's what we're going to. So you better get yourselves all organized for that. We're going to have an absolute ball. And I know that Ilana has organized some fun times in Suva because actually Ilana spent a bit of her childhood in Suva. So it's going to be absolutely amazing there. I noticed here Suzanne was wishing James happy birthday, but I know that his birthday's later on, so it's in November. She apologized and saw it wrong. Yeah, that is a giggle. Um, you're in April. What day, Suzanne? What day in April? Because for Ilana and I, April is a very special month. Yes, it does look great and it's going to be amazing. We're on the celebrity edge. We're going to have an absolute ball. Yes, James says it's okay. He knows what it's like. People make mistakes with him all the time. I mean, I took James for being a superstar, superhero, soccer player extraordinaire until he told me he was in a wheelchair. And then I said, well, he could probably race me around the racing track much faster in his wheelchair than I could run, which is true. He can. I mean, I'm only good for karate, so that's it. But James can race along. He's got the. All right, it's a motorized scooter. Seriously, I don't know. Anyway, I'm just jealous, James, that you're going to be on board that ship having so much fun with everybody. You're going to have Para DJ there. You're going to have Dewey Ski. You're going to have Meg and Mr. Paul. I mean, it's going to be endless. Now, Suzanne, one of the things that I would suggest for you is if you can, do a taste tester. All you got to do simply is jump on a cruise ship and do a Brisbane to Sydney or a Brisbane back to Brisbane. Just on one of the P&Os. See if you like it. I say P&O because I know that... Wait a minute, does Carnival... I think Carnival also sails out of Brizzy as well. So, now, tell me what date in April, please. Tell me what day in April. And you know, it's so cool. Awesome. Yeah. Okay, now Stream Elements is saying check out the Helping Hands for Cruising website. It's www.helpinghandsforcruising.org. If you go on that channel, on that website, it leads you to all the merch that there is on board there. It leads you to info. You've got access to some videos and so forth that are on there that give you hints and tips as to what's going on. There's some really good interviews there. And also it links you into the Helping Hands for Cruising YouTube channel. So, yeah. Okay. Now, this is a rather important date. Okay. Suzanne, our wedding anniversary is the 5th of April. My birthday is the 14th of April. And Ilana's birthday is the 29th of April. So when I say April is a special month for us, you understand why. G'day, Sean. How's it going from the Facebook user? I'm assuming that's Bonnie. I hope it is. How you going? Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. And I hope you're going to enjoy the show today. We're talking about 4 days left to the group cruise. And what do you know? Not only is there 4 days left to the group cruise, but there is also going to be some exciting things happening in 20 days when we go on board the Grand Princess. Now, Michael Ann is saying the 7th is the oldest anniversary is the 7th of April. Well, that's awesome. And James, I wish we have Postal one day. Be nice. Hang on, ship doors. Yep. You know what, James? You could make your own. That it's easier if you do that. Make your own, because then it just becomes a lot easier for you to do things. Let me do this. That way I can get to the live, and then I can see who's actually there. Hopefully, no, there's no one on that side, so it must be the other one. Um, um, Let me see. Suzanne is saying, "Oh yes, called my youngest daughter April. Love autumn in Australia. Yes, love April too." So there's an awesome there. And my oldest child's anniversary. Sorry, they got married 6 years ago. Hey, congratulations! Oh, well, my parents' anniversary. So no, 54 happy years together. Okay, so that's not who I thought it was. Let's have a look and see which one of these it is, because then it'll tell me. Well, there we go. And it is Bonnie. How are you, Bonnie? Nice to have you here. I didn't know that your parents were really April. See, it's a great month. April's got to be an awesome month. I reckon April should be a public holiday. All right, okay. I need the money to live. So, yeah, need the money to pay for the cruises. Seriously. So g'day. G'day, Bonnie, and g'day, Robert. How are you? Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Bonnie says she also has a cousin who's in an April Fool's Day baby. She's a year younger than her. She's an April Fool's. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Sounds like April was a busy month. Mate, April wasn't the busy month. It was 9 months before. No, shut up, Sean. Um, because April is an awesome month. It's an expensive month. Don't get me wrong. Ilana and I have come to the conclusion that we don't have 3 celebratory parties. We have 1 celebratory party. Suzanne's agreeing it should be a holiday month. Yeah, that's awesome. And yeah. So the good news is, I think. I mean, okay. Those of you that are in the chat, if you've got any questions about your cruise coming up, then let us know. And so we can answer it. Everybody can answer it together. Bonnie is saying that she has a birthday coming up in May. The Ides of May. Oh. I hope everything's going well for you, Bonnie. Seriously, I do. I know you haven't had a lot of fun recently, so I hope everything's going well. Okay, so I think the biggest thing that I would suggest for those that are coming over, yes, it is, Bonnie, it is. It's the 5th of April, I believe. I knew it was another important day. Yep. Yeah, it is. It's Erev Pesach. So, yep. James is saying, how do you check OBC, the onboard credit? Yes, it is on the ship, because what happens is your cruise card will give you access, and you will also have access to an app for your phone. You guys have got smartphones, haven't you? And if you do, that's awesome. So what you do is you go and download the app. Do it before you get on board the cruise ship. In actual fact, Meg or Paul can give you some assistance with that. download the app, and all your details will be on the app. And then all you need to do is you can check your balance and so forth. Yeah. Bonnie is still recovering from the knee stress fracture. No fun. I have you have my sympathies, Bonnie, and also you have our prayers. We're hoping that everything goes well, and you get you get healthy and back to normal fairly quickly. James is saying yes, you have so. Well, make sure that you've got the Carnival Hub app on there, and with that app, if once you've got it downloaded and linked into your booking, then all you need to do is just go in there every so often. Now, what they will be doing is they'll be getting you guys to get on a chat app, I believe, as well, so that you can chat with each other on board the ship. But get onto the app and you can have a look at what your account status is at any one time. So there you go. I think you guys are going to have lots of fun, you know. Even if you don't go on an excursion, you get off the ship and you can get off the ship, just go for a wander around the town where you're at. You're going to have a ball. It's going to be good. But Bonnie, we wish you well. Seriously, we do. We want you up and running after the little ones as quickly as you can. So there you go. As far as us with the Bonnie, you saw Rabbi Schmimmelhauser there. Yeah, I can tell you, if I was to catch that particular rabbi, I'd say to him, seriously, was everything kosher? And I think you might find that he was really quite excited with that. But yes, it was an absolute blast doing it. And I want to tell you, Bonnie, the number of symbols that were going on through that wedding was just amazing. It was, for those that are uninitiated, it was a vow renewal. Just have a look at Travel Tour Taste. They put that wedding out there. Simply, and I'll get some videos out there one of these days soon as I can. But the symbols that were going on, the four pole holders were pastors or ministers of one format or another. The person officiating was a Jew, me being a rabbi. The groom, the whole wedding was a stick it up your nose, Dad. If you get to know Steve and V, you would understand why this was such a significant vow renewal. A whole lot of symbols that were going on. It was just absolutely amazing. James is saying that he will have Kimbra or Matt help with the app. So good, get it done before you get on the ship. That's all I'm going to say. Ministers holding up the khutbah. Yes. They were. They were all Christian ministers, which was even better. So it was. You were just getting so many symbols going on, and one day, Bonnie, if you're interested, we'll chat about it off air. But I think you'll find it was quite exciting, quite good. Yes. So there we go. Lots of fun. Lots of enjoyment. People were wetting themselves. It was so funny. And there we go. Bonnie is saying, love the magic trick, smashing the glass, but it was still in one piece. Bonnie, that's magic. Oh, and by the way, we also had an atheist attend with officiating at the wedding. So it was actually quite exciting. We had every religious avenue except for one, which I won't say which one it was, but that's okay. It was what it was, and we had a good time. In fact, anybody who was anybody had a good time. Um, so the next step is we've got James. I think you're going to find that when you get into Tampa, there will be a whole lot of things, a whole lot of activities going on, and you guys will have a bucket load of fun. You'll park your car for the cruise, and then once you're done, after the cruise, you can then head out home. But I don't know how long you're going to be staying there in Tampa, because you're just going to have an absolute ball at the cruise. Suzanne is saying, thank you for all the information. Loved your happy travels. Suzanne, thanks for popping in. Hopefully we see you again. Hopefully it's Saturday. And if you really are interested in joining us for the cruise, just let us know and we can get you organised. In fact, taking bookings this side of the pond, it will be Ilana. So just you'll find all our details at the bottom of this description, and in the description there it will give you our emails, so just get in contact with us and Ilana will take care of business for you. But please think about it. January the 2nd 2025, fireworks in Sydney, then 2 days later we're on a cruise ship out of there going to the South Pacific. Think you'll love it. Think you'll absolutely love it. James is saying happy trails. I think you mean travels. To Susan, come on back. Welcome here. Yes, come in. Come back in. You're welcome anytime. Anytime. All right. So, yes. So it's going to be awesome for you guys getting on board the ship. I know that you guys are going to get to have a look at the Florida Aquarium. Yeah, Eric, you need to do some pricing. Talk to Crystal. She'll get you sorted. She can even organize your flights as well out of the US into Oz for that trip. I think you're going to love it. It is at our high season. However, what we've got planned is just to have an absolutely great time. And yeah, you'll be down in Oz just like I was down your side, and you'll learn what it is to drive on the correct side of the road. Yeah. Shut up, Sean. Michael Ann, safe travels to James and Cindy. Yes, absolutely. Just drive carefully. James, don't overdo it. Do not overdo it. You need your brakes every so often, so take those breaks. It will be awesome. I know it will be. Eric is saying probably won't start paying until July after he comes back from Europe. Mate, that's going to be cool. That's going to be cool. Just organize it with Crystal. When you organize it with Crystal, she will have you in a good cabin. We've got a load of cabins booked, so there we go. James is saying they're leaving at 6 a.m. They packed the SUV yesterday. Woohoo! 6 a.m. What time is it now? It is 4:49, so nearly 5 o'clock. So that's cool. So I think you guys are going to, just time to wake up, get yourselves organized, and cup of coffee, whatever. And then it's hit the road, Jack. Drive carefully. Do come back. Yeah. Yeah. I think, and then when you get into Tampa, I think Matt and Kimbra will figure out where you are and get you to the hotel, unless you've got the details for the hotel. Get yourselves in there and sorted, and then from then on out, don't stress, but from then on out, you'll be on the cruise ship, and Meg will help you out with whatever you need on the cruise ship, and then you're going to have lots and lots and lots of fun. Now, with us, what's going to happen in in 20 days is we will get a limousine pick us up, go and pick up my mum and dad. We will then get into Station Pier, which is where the cruise ship is. We will then go and board on to the cruise ship. We're traveling on the Grand Princess, which is finally back in town. And we will get on board the ship. Hopefully our cabins will be allocated and everybody will be happy. We will then, the cruise ship will then sail out, so we'll get mum and dad organised. We'll need to do the muster drill. Oh yes, James, Cindy, listen up. When you get on board that ship, the first thing you're going to plan to do is the muster drill. Get it out of the way. You can go there, you can say, where's my muster station? Can I do my muster drill now? You go, they'll teach you how to put on a life jacket, and then the rest of the time is your own. And that's what we're going to do with mum and dad if we can. Bonnie's saying she loves the Grand Princess. Yes, we are so looking forward to it. The last princess ship we sailed on was the Sun, and I believe the new Sun is coming out fairly shortly, so that's going to be excellent. It's a damn sight bigger than the old one, but yeah, that would be nice. James is saying that they have the section on the muster drill. Awesome. Once you know the sections, all you need to do is get to the muster station, and then they will take you through it. Eric said he learned that muster first. Yep, do that first. Section C. Section C, I believe that's near the Liquid Lounge, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken, but I'm hoping it is. That's the main theatre on the Carnival Pride. You might be able to check me out. Just clarify that I've got that correct. Other than that, you just get on there, get on board and have some fun. Well, Mr. Scott, welcome aboard. We've just been talking to your fellow first-timer, and 4 days away, mate. When's your plane leave? Your plane leaves fairly soon, right? So I'll say this to you as well, Scott. Get on and do the muster drill as quickly as you can when you get on board the ship. Michael Ann, there is staff when you get on that can direct you to where it is. James saying g'day to Scott. Eric is saying g'day to Scott. Michael Ann saying g'day to Scott. And then Scott is saying Saturday morning, can't wait, mate. You get there. I know for a fact that Matt and Kimbra are running around stupid. They will, I believe that they're organising, somebody's organising to pick you up, whether it's them or whether it's Dewey, we don't know. But somebody's organising to pick you up, so therefore, to get you wherever. So that's good. And g'day to James. So, yeah. A couple of days, you're on that plane. You're heading over to Tampa, and when you get into Tampa, you're going to have the absolute temper of your life. I don't want to say this, Scott, but Amber did ask if there were any planks that she could get you to walk. No, I'm only kidding. Yeah, you're going to have lots of fun. Like I said to James, guys, the first thing you do when you get on board that ship is go and look for the muster. Go and do your muster drill and get that out of the way. James cannot wait to meet Scott and Amber. Well, guess what, Scott? James and Cindy are getting in the car and they'll be starting their drive at 6 a.m. So in a little over an hour, they'll be on the road. So that's going to be a trip of a lifetime. Seriously, you guys are going to have so much fun. So much fun. Jealous. Likewise, I can't wait to meet all of you guys, but I'll have to wait until 2025 when you guys come around here. Oh boy, is it awesome. Well, what can I say? All I can suggest is, on behalf of Helping Hands for Cruising, and myself, I want to wish you recipients the most awesomest cruise. Just go on board, do your muster, have a drink or two, just relax and just enjoy the experience. Because by enjoying the experience, you guys are going to have an amazing time. Get involved with some of the ship activities, get involved with the group activities. Just enjoy. If you don't feel like getting involved, just chill and get some sleep. Nobody is going to say anything whether you if you take a break and you want to have alone time. People are going to applaud you for it. The best part is you're out there, you're part of the group, and you're having fun. You're going to make some amazing friends and make some amazing memories. Scott is saying, we're looking forward to it. James, can't wait. Praying for safe travels for you and Cindy. So, yep, everybody should get safe travels. Should have safe travels. Getting there and just enjoying the cruise. Michael Ann says she can't wait to see the pictures and videos and hear all of your experiences. Enjoy. Yes, it's going to be awesome. Thank you, Scott. Really helps. Yes. Well, you got it from me. And James, you know that you can message me as long as you've got signal. You can message me on Facebook anytime. And if you're feeling a bit uncomfortable, just message me. Even if you want to have a quick chat, we can do that. But we need to get you guys off to Tampa so that you can be on that ship, so that you can come back and just gush about your experiences. I'll never forget Kenny when he got off the ship. He was just gushing. When he got on the ship, he was gushing. It was awesome. And we can't think of any better recipients to follow up. In both cases, both James and Cindy and Scott and Amber. So there you go. We can't wait for you to gush back at us. I'm stuck with you. Oh, bugger. No. As a brother, I appreciate that, James. I appreciate that. I don't have a brother, so it's nice to have you as one. Okay, folks, so we're coming into the top of the hour. I'm going to say, I'm going to bid you all a farewell. I'm going to wish those of you that are traveling a safe travel, and please stay safe. We wish that you do not have any issues, and you guys will be safe, sound on board on the cruise, and come back with smiles everywhere. Michael is saying, warning, you probably will be hooked on cruising. Yeah, that's... yeah, Scott says he's already got a feeling about it. Well, hey, our wish is that you just pay it forward. At the end of the day, folks, safe travels. Those of you that are going, please, please, please take care on the roads. We want you back in one piece. And we shall see you guys on Friday night at 10 p.m. For those of you across the pond, and those on our side of the pond, 2 p.m. on Saturday afternoon for the Down Under Cruisers brunch show. Have a good day, folks. Take care and be safe.